bounce call for August 2024. VIDAFY rolls on into a new month. Tyler Sharp joins me here, the Director of All Global Activity for Sales. My name is Dave Webb. Thrilled to be with you. Thrilled to join you on this Monday, the first Monday of each month. We host the bounce call. Tyler, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Dave. Nice to see your face. How are you doing? I'm excited to be here today.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. We're glad to see everybody who's joining in. We've got people coming in and we'll be admitting them as we roll through. Super excited for that. We've got some great information, things to share. We want to be respectful of people's time, so we're appreciative of all who have joined even early. We have a little music in the background. Hopefully that's not too distracting, but we're glad you're here. Let's fire this thing up right now. We're going to go right into something that we did about a month ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, I guess. But we have a great event. We had great events in Australia and New Zealand. We just want to share a recap video. Not sure if you've had a chance to see that from before. We're also very hopeful that the sound will play like we'd like it to, but we have a fun video we want to share, let you know a little bit of what we experienced there and just see what we get.
Good morning, Gold Coast! We want the world to see what VIDAFY Australia is all about. Are you ready for that? All right, because this is where we go. VIDAFY!
10 years ago, I was working in mining. I was driving the big trucks, biggest trucks in Australia. And I found I was getting very unwell very quickly. Lost my balance. I had motion sickness. I got vertigo. Extreme blanket pain. I can't describe how bad it was. This is what changed everything for me. So I'm going on my soapbox around Australia at mining towns. I've got so many people I want to share it with that, like me, have been very, very unwell. But I have flipped. My life has flipped. Thank you.
Back in 2001, I was diagnosed with an inoperable tumour in my cervical cord. When told it was inoperable and the prognosis was 2 to 3 years. You know, I was on the strong painkillers. I was given one of these, this wonderful product here, and what it's done for me, it's changed my life. So I had my first dose, 10 drops. Then I started to notice that this nerve pain I've been battling for 23 years started to subside. And it's been 10 months now and I've been pain-free. It's a life changer. Get on it.
Imagine if we said, no, sorry, we're already on turmeric. We've been taking it 20 years. I think I'll just stick with that. Imagine if we'd said, no, we're right. Always be open-minded, because miracles happen.
My first impressions was how people speaking from the heart, nothing about being scripted, sharing stories, having connection.
Blew me away, very emotional, something I didn't expect was going to happen. And, you know, it was just really, really beautiful.
Just an incredible experience to meet all the people behind the stories that are excited about the product, they're excited about the business opportunity, and I think more than anything, they're excited to share with their friends, and that's what we want, and people that are just having real product experiences and sharing with others.
If you need financial freedom and you'd like to help people, which everybody does, everyone's got a big heart, being able to earn, you know, what we've earned in the 10-month period is mind-blowing.
Australian culture is give it a go. So you don't know unless you give it a go, try it, see for yourself. There's enough stories to back this.
This company is so genuine. This product is so genuine. The people are so genuine. And to be a part of this, it's changed my life. And I just, yeah, go for it. Just go for it. Don't hold back. Go for it.
You know, this is the first step here in Australia. And what I'm most excited about is the future. About seeing in 5 years, and 10 years, and 20 years, what started right here at this launch event in Australia.
Man, I love that, Dave. That was just an incredible event. And to hear some of those testimonials again, even though we heard them live, to be able to hear them again just now, just kind of brings tears to my eyes, because the emotion of what the product has done for people, how it's helped them, and then to be able to hear that from them directly at those events, both in Australia as well as in New Zealand, was just such something very special. for sure. So
Yeah, exactly. It was special, but I think you've been around long enough, and I'm coming now to my first full year with the company. I think, Tyler, you've just hit 2 years, and it's something that we've sensed throughout VIDAFY. It's the global VIDAFY sensation. People are awesome. I think it was Daniela, Kat's cousin, who was saying people are genuine, the product is genuine, the opportunity is genuine, and that comes through. The people who are on this call, hopefully you're feeling some of that same thing, both feeling what VIDAFY offers, but also being what VIDAFY offers in being your genuine self as well. So let's roll on. I don't want to take credit, and I know Tyler absolutely doesn't want to, but there's a little element of celebration that we want to do as well. Tyler, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just really exciting. Roberta just reached Diamond here in July and so excited for her, so happy. She's from Australia. And as a result of the event and all of her hard work and building the last so many months and rebuilding and growing, she was able to reach global founder and Diamond executive. And we're just absolutely excited for Roberta Brill Fairburn. Wanted to congratulate her officially. Obviously, we'll have a more of a formal celebration, when we do the midway here in about a week, 10 days or so. But I just wanted to make a comment and just congratulate Roberta for reaching that incredible achievement with her and with her team, what they've done. Obviously, it's 100,000 in volume, and they just have done some really amazing things. And it was really special to be able to be with her and hear her excitement on July 13th and July 12th. And then again, the next week, she was in New Zealand with some of her team members, and just to hear her and feel of her drive, she says, I'm going for it. I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to do it as a team. We're going to make it happen. We're going to reach Diamond. And lo and behold, she did. So congratulations, Roberta, for reaching Global Founder and Diamond. Really happy for you.
We want this to be a value-packed presentation that we do on the first Monday of every month. So we're talking about certainly celebration, some news reporting, any announcements and updates will come through this call. And that includes what we have coming up. So we've got some calendar items coming up the next little bit. Tyler, you're going to be at the first, well, you're going to be at all of them because you're Tyler and you're the VIDAFY man. But why don't you start us off with the first event coming up in a little bit?
Yeah, on the 7th of September, I'll be in Amsterdam. We've got a regional training event that we'll be taking advantage of there in Amsterdam, in Brooklyn. And we're excited about that. We've got a lot of fantastic speakers. I know that Patrick Powers will be there. Of course, Iwan and Ulrike and so many other individuals. And from what I understand, Stephen and Samara Keller will be there as well. So 7th of September, that's a Saturday, regional training event in Amsterdam.
And is there, I neglected to include anything on this slide. Is there some way that people can register? What's the best way for people in the area to attend or to invite others to attend?
Yeah, absolutely. There's an Eventbrite link on VIDAFY entrepreneurial community page. And so we'll put those out again, even though they've been there for a little bit, but you can register for that event through that link.
That's the Facebook group, VIDAFY Entrepreneur Community. If you're not there, go ask to be accepted. And if you are there, tell your friends about getting there as well. After that, there was a little teeny tiny something we call the CVV. It's not teeny tiny. It's awesome. It's October 2nd through 6th in Bali. This is the regional Club Vacation VIDAFY event, CVV, the regional event for what we call Oceania or South Pacific. This is the Australia, New Zealand trip to Bali. All are welcome if you have points and you can get yourself there. We don't cover flights. We cover the room, some meals, and we have a meeting, and we have some excursions and things during the day. But again, October 2nd through 6th in Bali, followed by, Tyler, why don't you hit this event, the Dallas?
Yeah, for the US, we've got a regional event in Dallas, Texas on the 12th of October. We're excited about this. This follows up on the heels, right, the very next weekend of Bali. But we're excited to be together. We haven't been together for about a couple of years. Well, yeah, actually about a couple of years. Last time it was a CVV in Las Vegas, where we had a lot of USA representation, but we're excited to be together for that day. And again, there's a link, an Eventbrite link to be able to register for this Dallas regional event that we'll be putting on the VEC as well.
Awesome. Right after that is the virtual event for Australia, New Zealand. This is coming out of the launches that we had in July. We're doing a virtual event in October. This will be October 19th. That's a Saturday. Effectively, it's a super Saturday for those who are joining from Australia, New Zealand. If you would like to join from the US, it will be a Friday evening, the 18th. So be aware of that. We'll make more information known as we get closer to that time frame. But again, October 19th will be the virtual, not quite a regional event because Tyler won't be there in person, but the virtual event will be a Super Saturday presented by corporate, supported by area leaders, the diamonds and the upcoming diamonds and double diamonds that are in that field and in that area. And again, we'll have more people even after that as well.
And in November, we have a CVV event in Costa Rica, which we are working on, identifying specific dates as well as locations. We're zeroing in on them. We've got a number of different locations and supposed locations. We're looking forward to that, and we'll be making those announcements as soon as possible once we get that nailed down, which hopefully will be within about the next 10 days. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're behind the scenes fast and furious activity going on. We have a small but very forceful team, and we're pushing through to get information in front of the decision makers, who we know as the Brady's, and that decision will be coming down, like Tyler says, hopefully within the next 10 days. That'll be the November event to Costa Rica. And then we want you to get excited for the January kickoff. I mean, there are obviously things that happen between November and January. Please have a good Christmas, a good Hanukkah, a good Kwanzaa, a good whatever you're going to celebrate. But for official VIDAFY events, we would love to have you join us on the January 6th New Year kickoff. Now, January 6th happens to be the first Monday of January, which will be the first Monday of the new year. So we're going to double up. The bounce call will be a New Year kickoff. So we're going to measure that out. We don't know if that's going to be a 7 p.m. Mountain Time, which is, 2 a.m. in Europe, 11 a.m. on the 7th for Australia, New Zealand. We don't know yet. We're defining that right now. We may do, and I'm going to throw this out as a joke challenge, but what if we say the highest producing region, Europe versus Australia, New Zealand, gets the more comfortable time frame? So if Europe wins, we'll do it at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, which is about the same time as this call. But if Australia, New Zealand win, we'll do it at 7 p.m. Utah time, which will be 11 a.m. in Australia, New Zealand. Tyler reserves the right to correct me and to fix that if I've spoken out of turn. So, but just keep that in mind. Maybe we'll make that a thing, maybe not.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that's exciting. I like that. We'll have to go over details on what that entails, but I kind of like that idea.
I think the decision has just been made. Wonderful.
I think it has. January 22nd, we have the Global Diamond Summit. We've talked quite a bit about this for the last month. Reach diamond 2 times between the months of June and December 2024. And we want you to be out there with our Global Diamond Summit. That's going to be taking place in Utah, in the Salt Lake City Mountains there in January. Really excited about this, a chance to be able to network, talk about leadership, really talk about strategy, what 2025 with VIDAFY looks like, what 2026 with VIDAFY looks like. We need you there. We need you to be able to help us to be able to lay this out and to talk strategy, to talk leadership, to network. Our top leaders will be there. We want you there as well. So Reach Diamond 2 times between June and December 2024, and all expenses paid, flights, everything. We'll bring you out to the mountains of Utah and have a fantastic time.
Flights for the one person on the account who has achieved that status. So if you're a diamond, we'll pay for you to fly out. We'll cover your food. We'll get you to the resort. We'll strap you into very heavy clothing and throw you into the snow. A lot of great things are planned. So that'll be fun. And then Tyler, hit the last one here.
Yes, we're going back to Australia in Melbourne. This regional training event in Melbourne will be on the 8th of February. We've already got that planned out. The Eventbrite link is out there. We've already had almost 190 people registered for this event coming up on February 8th, 2025. Looking forward to this. We had an awesome experience 7 months ago when we did our pre-opening event there in Melbourne, and we expect even better experience as we go there a second time on the 8th of February, 2025. Looking forward to that.
Awesome. It's going to be great. Again, we've mapped out the next few months. Things are still going to happen in between. We want to be here and recognize you and make those things available, celebrate with you, and be with you. These are our commitments to the VIDAFY field. We love what you do, and we love to be able to support that. So let's roll in. Tyler, you got someone arranged as a special guest for us today. Why don't you introduce her? Oh,
I hope that she's with us. She is. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Really excited to be able to bring on our next guest. She's going to be sharing us with her story. Now, I apologize in advance, but I'm going to attempt this. Klawati Shanti Prikash. And please,
Well,
but you're from the Netherlands and you come highly recommended. Really excited about hearing your story. And I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us. But please, first, correct me. How do I properly say your name?
it's Klavati.
Klauti.
Plavati.
Klavati.
Klauti. Okay. All right. And how do you say your last name?
Shanti Prekash.
Shanti Prekash. Okay. All right.
Yes.
These
Yes.
names, I get it. All right.
Very good.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and taking the time. Thank you very much for doing this. But we'd love to hear your story. How has VIDAFY impacted you?
Well, it's actually I was a friend of mine introduced me with. She gave me a bottle. I was in moving from one house to the other, and I was really tired. And I have a past with the disease of Lyme disease. And I was recovered. It's out of my system. I had frozen shoulders. So there was 1 year, 2019, when suddenly my whole life was gone. Like my marriage was over. I lost my best friend. She stepped out of life. And a few months later, I lost my job. And I was always in the how do you call it, commercials sector, in clothes and mobile business. And then suddenly everything was gone. And then there came Corona, and my shoulders were frozen when I came in the rest pose, let's say. And my shoulders were really frozen. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything, actually. And after that, I was also diagnosed with Lyme. So it was a big, I didn't know that at the moment, but it was really, hard years, let's say. And I was always, my mother, she does a lot of the Ayurveda stuff, cooking with herbs, and curcumin is as well, of course, part of it. So there were a few, 5 hectical years, I must say. And then when we moved to this house, I was really tired. And my body was really full of pain, and my feet were swollen. And I slept like, very bad. And then a friend of mine gave me the drops. And as soon as I took it, I noticed in 2-3 days that I slept better. And my feet, in 3 days, my feet were normal, back to normal. My mental state was better, because I was really overthinking. So it was really quiet, a bit more quiet. And the spots, the Lyme disease, there were a lot of toxins in my system, and I start cupping for a reason. And then suddenly the toxins were thinking, oh, we have to get out of the skin. So I got some bruises, not bruises, but spots, very dark spots. It was a year ago. And I tried to get them, I tried everything. And never anything helped me to make it disappear. And since I only take the drops for 2 months now, and well, they're almost gone. They're really very fake now. So that was also shocking for me. Like, no, not shocking, but really, this is a very powerful thing. And also my mother, she's very, very critical. And I just gave her a bottle. I said, Mom, this is curcumin. And she never takes anything, but from the Ayurvedic background, she said, okay, I try it, because she's 80 and she's really, she was like in a downwards, with the energy downwards, like the light is going out. And she said to me, I think, yeah, the joy of life was also gone. And I gave it to her, and she called me the day after, and she said, I don't know, but this thing it gives me strength, and I want to have another bottle. And she takes it, and she is really a different, it's positivity, and she sleeps better, she sleeps longer, she's hungry again. So yeah, a lot of benefits. And yeah.
I love it. That's fantastic. You've obviously seen
Yeah.
significant change, a difference in taking the product for the last little bit, and then certainly with your mom. It's always
Yeah.
nice. We've heard a number of stories about how a customer has shared the product with their parents, and
Yeah.
to help them kind of get their life back a little bit, to not only to feel a lot better, but to enjoy life a little bit more. And like you said, she's eating again, she's enjoying life a little more, and that's just
Yeah.
the bring a lot of peace to your heart for sure. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
definitely thank you very much for sharing that. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
the time and getting on here. We love to hear these stories. We love to hear these experiences. And thank you so much for
You're welcome. Thank you.
Dave, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tyler. We do want to have a quick moment, really just a kind of a rounding out of who we are as VIDAFY Corporate, and that includes all of our field members as well. There is an element of how we approach people, how we talk to people, how we invite people to join our business. And a couple of things have come to our attention. We would just like to address them. Tyler, as Director of Global Sales for all markets that just don't speak Spanish. Tyler doesn't speak all the languages, but hopefully many of the markets speak Tyler's English. But Tyler, as the Global Director of Sales, give us a little insight into what we are fostering in the atmosphere for bringing people into VIDAFY.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I appreciate it. I just wanted to take a minute from a corporate standpoint and just share a couple of things. Number one, last month was our largest month in sales that we've ever had in the 8 years that we've been with VIDAFY. So just absolutely incredible. And with that comes, tremendous growth. It comes, people are hearing more and more about VIDAFY. Obviously, we're just barely scratching the surface in every country and every market that we're in. But people are hearing more and more about it and have chances to hear about it from maybe from Facebook or certainly from mouth to mouth, from messages. People are getting exposed to VIDAFY, which is what we want. Which is absolutely fantastic. With that, I just wanted to be able to say something from a corporate standpoint and share with each one of you. When you do come across somebody and when you're talking to them and you feel like you're talking to them for the very first time, whether it's through messages or whether it's face-to-face, ask them just a simple question. Just simply ask them, hey, have you ever had a chance to talk with somebody before about VIDAFY? We really are very interested in making sure that everything is on the up and up, when you're talking about recruiting, when you're sharing this with VIDAFY with others. And if somebody has talked about VIDAFY with somebody else before, then refer them back to that particular individual. We encourage you to do that. We've seen this happening a lot lately over the last few months, especially as we've continued to grow in our respective markets that we're in. We just ask you to be cognizant, be aware, and ask the question, hey, have you ever talked to somebody about VIDAFY before? There's lots of different ways to be able to ask that question, but we encourage you to be able to do that. So from a corporate standpoint, we wanted to be able to share that with you and encourage you to do that. Share that with your teams, and let's be able to continue to grow together and in a way that is in accordance with our policies and procedures, of course, but to be able to make this a happy, safe, just an incredible environment for all of us to be able to grow as we continue to share what VIDAFY is all about, both with the product as well as with the business opportunity. So I just wanted to see that and just get that out there and let each one of you know that. And Dave, I'll turn it back to you.
We're going to wrap up right now. We're going to try and come in under the 30-minute mark. That is our target each week, each call. So as we do that, let's take a look right now. We want to invite you to come back and join us in about not quite a week, a little bit more than a week. This will be a week from tomorrow, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And we know that means 2 or 3 a.m. in the UK and in Amsterdam and in Copenhagen and throughout Europe. It's middle of the night call, but again, we're taping these, we're recording them, and then we make them available at VIDAFYvideos.com. That's the YouTube channel link. So if you type into your browser VIDAFYvideos.com, you'll get the library of all VIDAFY corporate videos, which include promotional videos, that Australia video, the wellness team call, the bounce call, this one right now, also the midway call, all of those things. And speaking of the midway call, let's not lose any more time. So again, remember Tuesday night, the 7th, the 13th at 7 is when we have the wellness team call. And again, that's the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of each month. If you're in New Zealand and Australia, it is the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of each month. But we'd love to have you here. That will be, I think, I don't remember who. I want to say Dr. Thornton will join us, but that will be again on Tuesday the 13th. And then on Thursday the 15th, back at 11 a.m. Mountain Time again, we have what we call the midway call. The 15th of each month, we have this where we talk about business experiences, maybe some promotions are announced. We talk about recognition, celebration of people who have advanced in rank, and anything that can help build your business. And we're looking for great business stories. I'll solicit right now. If you have a great business story, hit up the VIDAFY corporate account on Facebook or email Tyler or myself. You can put it in the chat right here if you know someone who has a great VIDAFY business story. And the good news is the VIDAFY business story doesn't have to be, I earned $700,000 US in my first 90 minutes with VIDAFY. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's not happening. We want someone who has earned $70 or $700. What kind of a difference has VIDAFY made in your household because of the business opportunity? And that's a great place to share on that midway call. So if you're available, join us again. All of these calls happen at VIDAFYvoice.com. And that's, again, just a link to get us into the Zoom call. That's why you're here. We're very appreciative of your attendance. Every call happens at VIDAFYvoice.com. And then to catch any replays, if you couldn't get on this one, or it's the middle of the night for you. And again, we wish we had a good 24-hour clock that it worked well for everyone. But until then, the video replays are available on our YouTube channel, and we're eager to receive you there. That is it from us. Tyler, do you have anything else?
Just, Clarity, thank you so much for sharing your story, your experience with us. Really appreciate you taking the time. And thanks to all of you for being with us here on the Bounce Call today. Looking forward to a fantastic August.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. But jump on that chat if you have anything to add, and we'll talk to you again in a little over a week. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.